But then he put out another tweet, which was a retweet of a video, a little GIF of Trump supposedly hitting a golf ball. And then it cut to Hillary Clinton walking up the stairs of Air Force One. And it was an image where she tripped and fell. But what they did is they put the image of the golf ball hitting her and knocking her down. And that this was the GIF, that the GIF was the joke. I mean, regardless of whether you want to call this or not a joke or not, the punchline of said joke for the people that are insisting this is just comedy is, I hit her, I hurt her, ha 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 ha, I hit her, I hurt her, ha 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 ha. That's the joke, which is pathetically sad. I'll step back for a quick sec here, though, and say it gets even sadder when you realize this is the winner of the election. 10 months after the election is over, still taunting the person they beat, who, let's just face it, it's the biggest contest in this country, hands down. It's bigger than the Super Bowl. It's bigger than the World Series. It is it's bigger than The Voice. It's bigger than Dancing with the Stars. It is by far the largest contest that we have in this country. It is the presidential race. No one missed this. No one was, out of the loop when it came to this story. You winning was basically spiking the football in itself. Whoever wins the presidential election through the Electoral College is technically a spiking of the football itself. You don't need to say anything else. They will, for history, be known as the person who lost that election. You continuing to try to demean her and vilify her and beat her down is the most incredibly sad thing I have ever seen in my entire life. You are so desperate for some sort of validation, which you pathetic loser will never get. You are never going to get me or the listeners of this radio station to ever acknowledge that you're anything but a slime ball that worked with the Russians, colluded, violated the Constitution, violated the American people. And no, I do not have respect for you. I don't call you Mr. President. I call you Trump. You know why? Because you haven't earned the respect. But here you are, still to this day, putting out attacks on Hillary Clinton. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen. You're pathetic. You're the guy who's basically a washed-up drunk in his town talking about how when he was a sophomore in high school, there was that one football game where the first quarterback got injured and the second quarterback got injured, and he threw a touchdown in that game, and boy, wasn't that the greatest moment of his life. Really? That's it? That is all you've got? It is the saddest thing I have ever seen in my entire life, that you have to constantly continue to attack Hillary Clinton. You don't need to, you moron. It's unbelievable.